Hello. My inventory is now sorted out. And I put my timer on. Actually remembered to do that this time. And I'll also remember to go here. Very important. And then, let's go up here. Still find it a little difficult to believe how I've just not completed this. And I haven't been trying much before now. Level 33. But here I am at 59. Trying to do it. I've just forgotten for too long. Alright, let's do this. Let's win this. Huh. Basic enemies there stand no chance to me now, it seems. This might not be as exciting as it usually would be. Ah, there I am supposed to enter. But where did the enemies go? I saw enemies earlier when I looked over the wall. But
Oops,
now there was...
clumsy me.
When I got there was nothing but corpses. Oh well. I shall keep going
When I'm
along here.
ready and not before.
Looking for areas with bonus keys in them. Oh yeah, this seems like an... Oh. This is not what I believed it was. Okay, minimap shows... Ah, okay, switch.
The pursuit of power can be a grotesque affair.
Interesting. Oh. Interesting areas all over the place. Where am I supposed to go then? To the interesting areas, of course. That's a way further. But I don't want that yet. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Decorative chest. Heart of the gargoyle. Flavor text. All living things need a heart. Even those made of stone. No heart, no life. The next gargoyle you hit will be killed instantly. Cool. Will be useful in the boss fight. Fight with Exile. Explodes. Good thing I got out of there in time. Nothing interesting catches my eye. Probably don't need to look so hard into loot as I usually do. After all, the difficulty I'm playing on now, it is actually good. I don't think I'll get anything cool. A good loot.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
Won't call us close.
Some things that slumber should never be awoken.
Hello. Okay, next I do like it. Just pap.
Such resilience.
I die almost instantly anyways.
Pity the Emperor.
So does the boss. Well, even though it might not be much worth content-wise to watch, there is still much worth in doing this. I really should have done this earlier. Oh.
The son of Esamir met the son of San upon the road to the imperial throne. The Eternal offered his cunning, his eyes and ears bought and paid for. The Esamite offered his strength, his sword, earned in the arena. A pact was forged, with the labyrinth as witness. Two men separated by blood, two men bound by hope. Two men, and only one emperor.
Oh, portal scroll. Hello. Jeg har ikke fått å si at nå vinner jeg. Locked door her. I have to go around her. Saw a bunch of immortal enemies and just, they're all gone. They all died. Yes, treasure key. That is what I'm actually looking for. Should be an exit up here. If I remember correctly. So much death. Okay. I want here. And this path leads here. As you see, I could have gone the other area. I would like looked around in the reliquary more to find the path that goes straight further. But I went through here.
When I'm
Of
ready,
my own choice.
and not before.
I would like to find a treasure key. Another treasure key. Though the stuff it drops might not be much good anymore, it can drop uniques. With a pretty decent chance.
Gift from our primitive past.
And as a collector of uniques, I will not let go of that opportunity. But I see that I'm not going everywhere as sneaky as possible. There's a bunch of areas in the map where I just simply haven't had my feet. Or eyes. So I am missing out on some. Yeah, now I went further without getting anything from this. So I thought I'll just have looked for the easy
When
access.
the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation.
And the
To
other quality.
entertain doubt is to dance with death.
And here you see the other way to get there.
The emperor
Hello.
beckons, and the world attends. Honor your name.
Oh wait, I'm actually surviving those things?
Such resilience.
That was unexpected.
Loyalty is a fire that spreads quickly if the forest is dry.
Not expect it to do so little damage. I'm known to be pretty volatile. Or fragile.
Justice is served.
Right. That goes at the same speed no matter what I do. I messed up again. Everything my fault. I believed it too much. And my ability to just take the pain of the fire for a little bit and then teleport over to an area where it's not burning. But I should have been patient. My bad.
In the impressionable youth of my reign, I was encouraged to believe in the precious nature of my imperial blood. The divine claret, as one fool of a courtier would repeat with tiresome regularity. Unfortunately, my divine claret refused to pour from one cup to another. Try as I might, with a lovely procession of young and ever dutiful wives, my noble seed simply would not sprout. Who then to choose as my worthy successor? With the candidates on hand either mediocre at best or maniacal at worst, I found myself in quite the quandary. That's when fortune took me by the hand and led me to a forgotten tome on a forgotten shelf in the quietest corner of Sarn Library. A tome entitled Ancient Traditions of Asmarian Ascendants.
When I'm ready and not before.
The rest, one might say, is history.
Ooh, secret area. What you got? Secret area. Same as per usual.
Influences reside in dark.
Guess I will go over here and have a look at the decorator chest again. Hello, decorator chest. Part of the gargoyle. Again. Anything in this area? No. There's a chance of stuff happening here. I've seen cool posters all around. But none happened now, unfortunately. It seems I'm still rushing this, even though I know I shouldn't. Or maybe it's just the movement speed that makes it look like a machine. Okay, well, let's be prove that I am going slow and steady. There, so instead of walking that path there, I shall go around looking for treasure keys. And then return to that path there, it seems. Oh. Or... oh. Wait, does the moving speed not wear off? Cool!
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. The Azmeri were the first culture known in history to use trials of strength, wisdom, and spirit to select its chieftains. The first Lord's Trial was a rough-hewn maze festooned with wild animals and brutal traps, crafted to test aspiring Azmerian leaders' body, mind, and soul. In conquering the adversities of the maze, a champion proved they were capable of bearing the crushing burden of chieftainship. The first trials were simple contraptions reflecting simple times. As the Azmerian civilization grew in number and complexity, so did the trials, from treacherous mazes to bewildering labyrinths. Alas, there are no surviving descriptions of the labyrinth that tested and proved the worth of Viruso Prima Imperialis. I imagine it was quite something to behold.
Maybe I should go for the Emperor.
Some things that slumber should never be awoken.
As I'm completing the puzzle. Both the Celestial Ritualist for Emperor 2022.
You are inexhaustible. Pity the Emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Okay, let's see. We're going this way this time. Portal Shredder. The tool to help in the boss fight. Let's see. Portal Shredder. The next portal you hit will be killed instantly. The best way to keep out an unwanted guest is simply to close the door. True? Or...
When I'm ready and not before.
That depends on the scenario. Okay, now I'm still rushing things, running over traps. What am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this. Why do I continue?
The son of Ezemir met the son of San upon the road to the...
Okay, it's the same as earlier. I really like the constant movement speed though. That is very nice. Right. Yeah. Understood. Be careful. There, now go straight for the bus.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation.
So now
To
I went through.
entertain doubt is to dance with death.
So now I went through that door instead of this one, which I went through earlier.
The Asmeri were consummate survivors. They had to be, having been sired in the most inhospitable range of mountains in all of Rayclast. Unfortunate, some might say. I do not. I believe it was the making of them, and of us, their descendants. So it is no wonder that they developed the Lord's trial. With survival being a moment-by-moment concern, that harried people grew to understand power quite intimately. Strong leadership is able to bridge the chasm between existence and extinction. Poor leadership might see an entire tribe vanish into that same chasm. When the Asmeri descended from their mountains to conquer the fecund lands of central Rayclast, they thrived and multiplied with utmost alacrity in those more forgiving climes. For is it not poverty that teaches us how we might excel in times of plenty?
That's one question. I forgot. Treasure keys, are they storable? They are not.
The Emperor beckons, and the world attends. Finish this.
When I'm ready, and not before.
You are inexhaustible. Loyalty is a fire that spreads quickly if the forest is dry.
Goodbye again, once more. Splits up into those two paths here. I remember so. There we go. Let's wait for it to cool down. That's when I could run over. Wait a little. Ah! How do I get through this one? Oh, switch again.
The pursuit of power can be a grotesque affair.
Oh, how do I have the boost? This only work once. Does it not stack? Oh, so unlock. Is it the same thing in the old throughout the whole thing? Throughout the whole labyrinth, or also just unlock it to get movement again? And that's why that gets purple. I have no idea. Okay, not that way. This way. Okay, phew. No, what am I doing? Ooh. Nice. I like. Okay. Next area has 3 connection points. Oh, it's just like these. I guess it's better to explain when I get to the next area here. Let's see. Oh wait, it's the same, okay. Boss, just a normal room. Let's see where I end up. I'm hoping for boss. This is the first labyrinth after all. If it would be the second or third, my wish would be different. Because then there are silver. Then there are cool areas. I shall show once I get there.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Okay, be careful. I know that one mess up can mess up everything. Yeah, I can stack them. Oh, that's when it's on a temporary. Locked door. Is the locked door open now? Yes, but nothing in there. Why would it matter? I don't get it. Still nothing in there. Ooh. Nice. I like. Now it is just to not mess up again though. Probably just a dead one. Like this one. Wait, what? Okay, I went through here. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm really scared now. Dying now would be very, very unpleasant. Oh wait, 0 keys to catch. So it is on the first one too. I guess I'll go over then. Silver chest. Wait. But it says key. Right. I have to solve the mystery to get to that key. Or to that area right there. Okay, let me watch the pattern. Huh. Those simply do not poke. Oh, they poke when I stand there.
Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door.
Yes, indeed. And I'm here looking for it. I ran over spikes without noticing there were spikes before or afterwards. Definitely not something I want to repeat. Because right now I'm just filled with this nervous is it called anxiety?
Any mystery can be unlocked if one has the right.
Okay. Tie on the cranks. Run to you. To you. Okay, not fast enough. Oh, there's one here too. Okay, I will start here. You. Oh. They were still open after I opened them earlier. Emperor's Wound. There we go. There's the unique items I wanted. Might as well go out where I came from. As there is no way to the boss from here, other than either going back here or going to the area down there. The thing is that here I have more map explored, so it will be quicker to go through. Right now speed is pushing against me, or time is pushing against me. There is a way to get here, I guess switch. Lever. 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 Locked door. Locked door. Ah, lever. here was to no help. Other side then.
Dark influences reside in dark places.
Nice. Huh?
The warrior bled upon Azaro's stones and cursed Azaro's ilk. He looked upon the walls of his tomb, built by his masters, his enemies, and called for the first ones to carry him to the forest and fields of his Ezomir. Yet while the first ones remained silent, the guide did speak. Of secrets planted by clever hands enslaved by gold. And with one such secret, plucked the life of the warrior from the first one's jaws.
Down here then? Oh. Over here then, I must assume. Yeah. Going for the boss. Aspirant's Trial. Going through the series.
Can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises. The custom of the Lord's trial was upheld throughout the founding years of the Empire. Veruso's successor, Caspiro, was a low-born legionnaire, the lone survivor of a labyrinth that claimed the lives of every high-born contender, including Veruso's only son. Caspiro proved to be every bit the emperor that Veruso was. Alas, the Lord's labyrinth was corrupted by those with the vanity to consider their blood more precious than their empire. Selfish blood breeds selfish times, and the Empire paid for it with its own blood, with the Knight of 1,000 Ribbons, with that most regal of cannibals, Emperor Romira. Not anymore. I, Izaro Frecius, shall return us to justice. I shall build the greatest Lord's labyrinth in Asmerian history, and my successor shall be chosen by the goddess herself. Only when the Lord's labyrinth is drenched in selfish blood can a true leader ascend the throne.
True leader? Me? That is me you're talking about? Oh.
The guide led the warrior down a path that wound and twisted through fields of blossoming promises, green-bladed hopes. The warrior closed his eyes, a mere moment to feel the warmth of the sun on his back and to drink from the guide's proffered flask. Now the warrior staggers and crawls down the wounded, tortured causeway. The bitterness stings his weeping eyes, the fire roars in his belly, consuming him. The warrior will not ascend. Instead he hunts, guided by his love for Ezamir.
I'm so nervous.
The Empire awaits you with open jaws.
Messing up now would be really horrible. Okay, phew.
Inescapable.
Oh, that's nervous. Being so nervous. And then just plop.
Before your Emperor, you are worthy. Before the Goddess of Justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise, Ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
I shall indeed rise. Okay, I want to claim this one. Meh. This one. Ooh. Thank you. I want to do I have two more. I'll take one from each section then. Ooh, another two treasure keys. Ah, nice. Was that it? That was it. Have a look at this. So pleasant. Wish I could have opened the last 1, 2, 3 more. But oh well, oh well. Right. Use the skill on a pair of gloves. Trigger Word of Flames on it. Ah. I usually get Word of Winter. Yeah, I'll explain this as different abilities. You just get them. Okay. Now, I will no longer be a witch. I'll be one of these three. Let's say, a cultist.
Throw off the chains of fear and embrace that which was forbidden.
Apply an additional curse. I don't use curses, so that's not good for me. Cold Chaos Maximum Energy Shield. Less resistances. Chaos damage. Even more chaos damage. Cold damage, even more cold damage. A lot better for cold things. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. This one is pretty good. I don't use charges yet, at least. I don't use hexes. So, no, I shall not go that path. Now, let's have a look at Necromancer.
Embrace the serene power that is undead.
Minion damage. Ally support. I play alone, so that doesn't matter. Minion damage. Again, boosting allies and minions. Consuming corpses are minion skills. Minions are better, minions are much better, minions are better. Minions are much better. Minions are better. Minions are Yeah, much better. Minion bearer. Corpses and minions bearer. Minion bearer. And when spawning in corpses such as zombies, you get boosts. And offerings to support your minions. I don't use minions too much, I just keep some basic ones on me. Now, Elementalist.
Feed a storm with savage intent, and not even the strongest walls will hold it back.
Elemental damage. I use that. Attack and cast speed. I use that. Exposure you inflict applies extra 20 negative. Not completely sure. But exposure. Oh, it's exposure. Does that mean something that takes down the enemy's resistances? That makes me better. This makes me better. Doesn't do much. Doesn't do much for me. Doesn't do much for me. Doesn't do much for me. Does good stuff for me. Does very much good stuff for me. This is pretty good for me. This is pretty good for me. Primal, I guess. Also pretty good. But this is weird. Did they change how the Elementalist skill tree looks? I think they did.
Feed a storm with savage intent, and not even the strongest walls will hold it back.
Okay, I have 2 points. Kind of want this. But this would probably be the best for me. But I thought there was a thing that just kept swapping out what element I use. And I liked it a lot. Weird. No, I'm way over the time I usually use on videos. I am sorry. I probably should just have selected my class without thinking too much about it, because I already knew I was going Elementalist. Huh. There we go. Yeah. Not much more to say about that. Yeah. Oh wait, alright. I left. I gotta be quick. I've dragged it out for too long. Okay. Over here. I believe I went past the things. I don't know how these work here. They are blackguards after all. They do this kind of stuff. Oh, yep. Goodbye.